This is the best iron farm for Minecraft Bedrock, and as always, there will be a world download in the description. Alright, the first thing you need to do is clear out a giant space to build the farm, and then we're just going to simply build an 18 by 18 platform. If you want to save 320 blocks though, you can go right ahead and use the grass blocks as the floor. Obviously, it's going to turn into dirt, so it is going to look ugly. So if you care about aesthetics, build a platform. If you don't, then feel free to use the grass. Alright, after building your platform, you want to go in every single one of these corners, and we're going to build this little shape. So you want to place down 3 blocks in the corner like so, then place down a block right here, and then we're going to place down a stair right here, and right here, right here, and right here, and then place down a block right here, and a block right here. So we're going to do this in every single one of the corners, and then we're going to fill in the rest of the walls with stairs. And when you're done, it's going to look something like this. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. And then what we're going to do is place down an infinite water source, so that way we can waterlog every single one of those stair blocks. So very simply, make a 2x2 and then put in some water, and then you can just grab your water, place it in the stair, grab your water, place it in the stair, grab your water, place it in the stair. You get the gist. Just fill in every single one of these stairs, just like this, and we're going to do it for the entire farm. If you've done everything properly, then all of the stairs should be waterlogged, and you should have a 2x2 hole in the center like I do here. So we're going to come into that 2x2 here and just clear this out, so break these blocks, and then depending on which way you want the entrance of the farm to be, break those 2 blocks. So I want this to be the entrance, so I'm going to go ahead and break these 2 blocks, go ahead and set down a double chest right here, and then we're going to point 2 hoppers into that double chest, and then we're going to run 2 hoppers into those hoppers. So all of these hoppers are going to lead into that double chest, and we're going to go ahead and make an entrance to that chest later on, so remember which way you want the chest to be facing. Next, you want to get a locator map because we want to know which is the northwest corner of the farm. So as you can see, this is the southwest corner, meaning that this is the northwest corner. You can tell because the little locator is pointing in the northwest direction. So now that we know that this is the northwest corner of the farm, we're going to set down a slab right here. Then we're going to set down 3 temporary blocks next to it. On this 3rd block, we want to set down an upside down half slab, just like this, and then we're going to place down a bell on that slab. We can go ahead and break these temporary blocks, and then we're going to cover the rest of the farm in slabs. So all of this around the stairs, we're just going to cover with slabs, and the little things that we made here as well, slab the entire thing, not inside of the farm. Alright, now I need you to remember which way is the entrance to your farm. We're going to go in that direction, and right in front of those hoppers, we want to mine these blocks. We're going to go ahead and mine down another 2 blocks, and then we're going to dig over all the way until we get to the chest. Now this is going to be your AFK room, so this is going to be where you stand and wait for all of that iron to come in, and if you're in the area, it's also going to generate iron, but this is where I want you to AFK overnight. It's going to be super safe, and this is actually going to be where we have all of the cats as well. Make sure that this room is only 2 blocks tall like it is here, because if it is 3 blocks tall, then iron golems would be able to spawn inside of your AFK room. So now what we want to do is place down 4 ladders on this back wall here, and then we're going to place down two trapdoors just like that. Grab your leaves now, and we're going to build 3 layers of leaves on the outside of the farm. So come to one of these corners, build out 3 diagonally, so 1, 2, 3, and then just like this, we're going to go all the way around the farm so that we have a 3-block rim around the entire thing. And once you're done, it should look something like this. We're going to come to the center of the farm now, and we're going to go on one of these hoppers, build up by 5 blocks, just like so. Break the bottom 4 blocks, and on this 5th one, we want to build a 2x2 square over top of the hoppers. Now looking at the entrance of your farm, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 fletching tables right here, and 2 fletching tables right here. Then go ahead and place down 2 here, and 2 right here. Now what you want to do is build this rectangle so that the entire floor is fletching tables except for those center 4 blocks. And this is going to bring the total number of fletching tables up to 20 for 20 villagers and 20 beds. Now what you want to do is place down a temporary block right here, and then place down a block right here, and we're going to build a rim around these fletching tables, and we're going to make it so that this rim is 3 blocks tall, with the 3rd layer being made out of leaves. I should have mentioned that earlier, but we're going to fill in this last rim with leaves just like this. Alright, now we're going to put in the beds, but before we put in the beds, we need to place down temporary blocks to place the beds on. So what you want to do is on the side with 4 fletching tables like this, we're going to sit down a temporary block right here and then place down 4 blocks like so. Come on the other side, temporary block, and then 4 blocks like so. And then we are going to come over here on the side with 6 fletching tables. We're going to place down a temporary block and then place down 2 blocks, and just build a giant shelf like so. And do this on the other side as well. Temporary block, 2 blocks, and then come all the way around over here and then place down the rest of the blocks. So when it's all said and done, it should look something like this. And this is going to be enough room to place down 20 beds. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10. And I think you get the gist. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 19 and 20 beds, just like that. This is a super symmetrical build. I tried my absolute hardest to make it as symmetrical as possible because I hate iron farms that are asymmetric. They look so ugly, so I tried really hard to make this symmetrical. Go ahead and break the rest of these temporary blocks like so. And then once you're done that, we're going to throw a roof on top of the villager chamber. Alright, this is basically the last step before we get iron golem spawning. So what you want to do is throw a torch anywhere inside of this room. That way we don't have any zombies spawning in here at night. And then what you want to do is get 20 villagers in here. I recommend using a minecart and getting them in here. However, you only need 2 villagers, and after you have 2 villagers in here, just give them carrots or potatoes or something, and then they'll go ahead and breed up all the way to 20 villagers because we have 20 beds. Just get 2 villagers in here. Make sure that they're not green coats like this guy. This guy is unfortunately going to have to go to a better place. And then we'll get another one in here. And then you can breed these guys up until you have 20 villagers. And after you have your 20 villagers in here, all you need to do now is throw down a roof over top of the villagers. And then you never have to see these guys again. If you want to trade with them, you are more than welcome to. However, I mean, these guys are kind of just doomed to sit there and spawn in iron golems. Another thing is that you might want to replace this bell, because if they don't properly link to the bell, then iron golems are going to spawn outside of the farm. So I recommend breaking it and replacing it just to be safe, and make sure you see the little green particles. Now you can see we already have an iron golem in here along with some cats. And we're actually going to have cats later on. That way we don't have any cats spawning in this farm, and we're only going to have iron golems. To make the process of building the kill chamber a little easier, set up this temporary barrier around the hoppers. That way the iron golems aren't going to flow onto the hoppers. And after you've done that, we're going to sit down 4 signs on top of the hoppers. And then we're going to build another layer of signs like this. And then we're going to set down signs on those signs to come out here, just like so, all the way around. And then we're going to place down signs on top of those signs to create a fully enclosed area for the lava to sit in. So just like this. This is the last layer of signs. And then we can go ahead and set down a lava bucket inside of those signs so that we have a kill chamber. So just simply place down a lava bucket on this sign or any of those signs. It's going to flow over, and then this is going to be which kills all of those iron golems. So we're going to break all of these blocks now. And after that, the iron golems are going to flow into the center, and we're going to kill off all of those cats. All right, the last thing you need to do is get 5 cats inside of your AFK room. And what this is going to do is it's going to make it so that the village doesn't spawn any cats, because that is 1, going to negatively affect the rates, and 2, we don't have a way to kill the cats because we aren't using campfires. So make sure that you have 5 cats down here, and then just go ahead and tame them up with some raw cod. And then this is going to prevent cats from spawning inside of the farm. And just like that, you have a fully functioning iron farm. If you have iron golems spawning outside of the perimeter, you shouldn't, but if you do, you should just be able to add 1 more layer of leaves, and that will spawn proof the outside area. You shouldn't need this, but if, again, you are having iron golems spawn outside of the perimeter, simply adding another layer of leaves will help you out. But this is the entire iron farm done. This is a lot more work than some of the easier iron farms. However, the rates are nearly double what that is, so this is definitely worth it. And again, all you're going to do is sit in your AFK room overnight, and you should get around 6 stacks of iron per hour. Also, make sure that you kill the baby cats that are hiding inside of the hoppers. I didn't even realize that this guy was here, so we're just going to simply like, oh, yep. And then he's okay. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. I am severely dehydrated at this point. Remember guys, there is a world download in the description, so go ahead and join my Discord and download that if you want to see the farm in action. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I was super thorough. I think this video is probably going to end up being like 12 minutes long, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the more thorough tutorial. My name is OneUpMC, and I will catch you guys in the next one.